everyone. In this video I am going to teach you implementation of linked list, and I will teach you how to create all the nodes in a linked list, that is how to create a linked list and also display all the elements present in each node of the linked list. See, now this is the linked list. This is empty linked list. There are no nodes present in linked list. Now how you should create a first node. Now see, suppose I am creating a new node. This is the new node. Now I should access this new node, right? How I can access? I should access this using a pointer. So I am creating a pointer called new node. See here. Wait. New node. This is the pointer. And this pointer points towards the first node. This new node. Let's say the address of this new node is 100. So this new node pointer stores address 100. So this points over this node. Now see, now the first step is see what is the structure of this node. This node has two parts. First is data part and second is pointer part. This data part is used to store the data value in the node, and the pointer part is used to store the address of next node. So see here, I should define the structure of node. So I am writing the code here. See here, void main. Now I have created this. Computer reads this main function at starting. Now see, now I am defining the structure of node. So struct node. Now see, first part is data part, and the data value you store is integer. So see here, I am writing int data. This int is integer. Now see, now next is pointer part. Now that pointer I am naming as next. Now you can name it as anything, but I am naming it as next. So see here, I am creating a pointer next. That next is pointing towards a next node. Suppose see, now I am creating a new node. Now suppose this node is suppose pointing to next node, means this pointer is pointing to a new node which is having same structure as previous thing. So the structure of this thing is struct node. So this node is also having struct node. So I am writing a struct node. Now I have defined the structure of this node. See here. Now see. Now you should create one more pointer called temp. I will tell you afterwards why I am creating this pointer. Now see. Now you have three pointers. First pointer is head, second pointer is temp, third pointer is new node. So I should define it. So I am creating this here. Struct node pointer head. Now see, this is head pointer which is pointing towards a node which is having structure data and pointer. So I am writing struct node here. Now see, the next pointer is new node pointer. So I am writing pointer new node. Then this pointer also I am creating. This I will say afterwards why I am creating. Now this pointer is temp. So I am writing pointer temp. Now I have created this three pointers. Now see, now at starting there are no nodes present in linked list. So head value is 0 because head stores the address of first node. There is no first node. So it is 0. So I should fix it as 0. So I am writing head equals to 0. Now next one is I am creating another variable called choice. This I will tell you afterwards why I am creating this choice. This choice is used to see, I will tell you why I am using this choice. Choice is used to ask the user whether you want to create a new node or not. If suppose see, now I have created this new node. Now suppose next after creating this node, I will ask the user whether you want to create next node. If he says 1 means, if he wants to create means it will create a new node. If he says no means it does not create. That's why I am writing this choice. He wants to give his choice. That's why see here. Now while choice. This loop I will tell you afterwards why I am writing. See now. Now first step is the linked list is empty. Now I have created this new node. So how to create it? Using dynamically you can create by using malloc function. So I am writing the steps. See here. New node equals to struct node star malloc size of node. Now see, now I have created this new node. This pointer new node is pointing towards the new node, which is done by using malloc function, and the size of struct node is size of this node. This is 4 bytes and this is 4 bytes because both are integer values. So see here, now I have created this new node. Now next step is what? I should ask the user what data he wants to store in this node. Now so I should ask enter the data. So I am writing sc printf enter data. Now the computer asks what data he wants to store into this. Now suppose the user says 7, let's say 7. Now so 7 should be put into the data part of this node. So see here how you can put it. You should fix it as this data part. How you can fix? So I am writing this. See here, scanf %d comma and new node data. Now see, the computer asks to enter the data. Suppose let's say that data is 7. Now that 7 is %d. That what is that 7? 7 is new node data. Now new node is 100. 100's data is what? Here. So here 7 gets stored. So this is how you fix the data. Now see, now in pointer part you should store 0. Why I am storing 0? Because this is used to store the address of next node, but no node is present after this. So I will put 0 here. So I am writing here that thing. See here, new node next equals to 0. Now see, new node is 100. 100 next is this part, pointer part. Now this pointer is 0, so no node is present after this. Now see, now next step is, now you should check whether this linked list is empty or not. At starting the linked list is empty. So how you can say it's empty or not? If head is 0 then it is empty. So I am writing that condition. See here, if head equals to 0, this is empty. Now if it is empty, how to create this node? See, now you have created this new node. Now you should fix this as first node. How you should fix? You should create a link. This head pointer should point towards the first node. Now how you can point? For this, head value is 0, right? You should change the 0 to 100. And if you write this 100, then it creates a link. This head pointer points towards this node. Now you have created a new node. And this also you should write. You have created a pointer temp, right? This also should point towards this new node. So temp I should store 100. Now I'll tell you afterwards why I have created this temp. See here. Now I have head. I have pointed here. So I'll write the code here. See, if head is empty, that is it's not pointing to any node, then I will write head equals to new node. See here, head equals to temp equals to new node. See, head was 0 before. Now head is new node. New node is 100. So in this head value I'll store 100. So it points here. And temp variable also, I'll store new node address. New node is 100. So 100 I'll store in temp. So it points over this node. Now see. Now this statement is when you should create, when the linked list is empty. Now suppose the linked list is not empty, then what you should do? See, now suppose you in this case you have created one node is present in this. Now you want to create one more node. See, now so this step, see, again it goes back and it creates a new node by using malloc function, and it asks the user to store the data. Suppose let's say the user says 9, so 9 gets stored in new node data. So see, this is the pointer new node, which is used to point towards this thing, this node. Suppose let's say the address of this node is 200, so here 200 will be there. Now see, in this data part 9 gets stored, and here 0, because new node next is 0, because no pointer is there next. Now see, Now you have created a new node and you should fix this as second node. How you should fix? For that I should create a link between these two. Now how I can create? For that, in the pointer part of previous node, I should store the address of this new node address. Now 200 is the address of new node, so I should store here 200. Now how I can, now if I write 200, it creates a link. Now how I can access this pointer? For that I am using this temp pointer. That's why I am using this temp pointer. Temp next. See, temp is 100. 100 next was 0 before. So in that, see, I am writing the code. Else temp next equals to new node. Now see, at starting temp was 0. This link was not there. Now temp next is new node. Temp is 100. 100 next is new node. New node is 200. So I'll write here 200. Now it creates a link. Now I have created. Now see, now next step is you should move. You have set this as second node. Now you should move the temp pointer to next node. See, now how I can move that? See, I should write temp equals to new node. Now see, temp, in this temp pointer you should store the address of new node. New node is 200. So I am storing it here 200. If I store 200, the pointer points towards next node. Now see, now I have moved this pointer to next node. Now see, now you may think that why I have created this temp pointer for accessing this pointer. You may think that you can use this head, right? See, head is 100. 100 next is this pointer part. You can access through head next. You may access this pointer through head next, right? Why I am using temp next, you may think. But see here, head is a pointer which is used to point towards first node only. You can't move the head pointer to next node. But in this case, you want to move this temp pointer after creating second node. You are moving this temp pointer to next node. So that's why I am creating temp variable. You can't move the head pointer to next node, because head is a pointer which stores only the address of first node. It can't store the address of second node. So you can't move head. So that's why I am creating one more variable pointer called temp. That's the case. Now see. Now next step is I want to ask the user whether he want to create one more new node or not. See here. Now if I want to create one more new node, I want to ask the user whether he want to create or not. So I am writing the condition. See here. Print f, that is, do you want to continue 0, 1. Now see, now I am asking the user whether he want to add one more, create a new node or not. If he says 0 means he don't want to create. If he says once means, if he enters once means he want to create. So see here, that's why I am writing this while choice. See, if he enters 1 means one gets activated. Now it enters into this condition. Now the new node gets created and here the data is asked and the data value is entered here and here 0 will be written. Now the link will be created like this. Now suppose see, now suppose if the user enters 0 means he doesn't want to create, means while choice is 0 means it does not enter into this condition. So it does not create. That's why I have created this choice. Now see, now this 0 or 1 which the user is entering is a choice, which that is the choice that the user makes. So I am setting the value as choice. So I am writing the statement. See here, scanf %d comma and choice. Now the 0 or 1 is a choice, so I have fixed it. Now this is how you will create a linked list. That is, this is how you will create a node in a linked list. See, now I will teach you how to display all the element present in the linked list. See, now the element data present in the linked list are 7, 9, 11, 13. So it should print 7, 9, 11, 13. Now how to display this? See, I'll explain you. Now first step is you should create a pointer called temp. This is the pointer temp and this pointer is pointing towards the first node. Now how to access the first node? You can access by head. Head is the pointer pointing towards first node. So temp equals to head. So head is 100. So temp will be 100. So it points towards the first node. This is the first step. Now see. Now the next step is you should print the data present in this temp pointer. Now the pointer is 100. Now 100, the node is 100. 100's data is what? 7. So it prints 7. See, I'll write here 7. Now next step is I should move the pointer to next node. How I can move? You should write here 200. How to write here 200? See, the pointer part of this node is 200. So this was 100 right before. You should update this temp pointer as temp equals to temp next. That means temp is 100. 100 next is 200. So I am updating it to 200. So this pointer points to the node having address 200. Now see, now again I should print the data present in the address this thing. So the temp is 200. 200 data is 9. So you will print 9. Now I should move the temp pointer to next node. So temp, you should update this value. Temp equals to temp data. Temp is 200. 200 data is 300. So you should write this as 300. So this pointer points to next node. Now you should print the data present in this node. So temp data. 300's data is 11. So you should print 11. Now again you should move the pointer to next node. So temp should be updated to temp next. Temp is 300. 300 next is 500. So I am updating the value to 500. So this is pointing to the last node which is having address 500. Now I should print the data present in that node. So print temp data. So temp is 500. 500 data is 13. So I am printing 13. Now see. Now I should move the temp pointer to next node. So temp equals to temp next. Temp is 500. 500's next is 0. So I am updating the value to 0. Then this pointer points towards next node. But no node is present after that. So you should stop. How you can stop? When the temp value is 0 means you should stop. So this, now you have printed all the elements present in linked list. This is how you should display all elements in the linked list. Now I will teach you how to write the code. See here. Now at starting the temp was pointing towards the first node, right? So I am writing that thing. See here. Temp, I am creating a pointer temp which is equals to head. Now I am pointing this to first node. Now see. Now I'll write this. See. I'll write while temp not equals to 0 or not equals to null. Why I am writing this, I'll say you afterwards. See here. Now inside this I'll write. See, now I am displaying hundreds data present in this node. How I can access this? Temp data. Temp is 100. 100 data is 7. So you should print temp data. So I am writing here. See, print f %d comma temp data. Now it prints hundreds data 7. It prints 7. Now see, next step is you should move the pointer to next node. So see here, I am writing the code. Temp equals to temp next. Now see, temp is 100. 100's next is 200. So I update this to 200. Now see, now this pointer is pointing to the node having address 200. Now again it goes into this loop and it prints the temp data. It prints temp data. Temp is 200. 200 data is 9. It prints 9. Then the pointer is temp equals to temp next. So temp is 200. 200 next is 300. So this pointer moves to next node. Then again it goes into this loop and it prints the temp data. So temp is 300. 300 data is 11. It gets printed. Then again the temp pointer is moved to next node. So temp equals to temp next. 300's next is 500. So 500 gets stored over here. Now see. Now again it goes back and checks whether temp is not equals to 0. Yeah, temp is not equals to 0. So it prints temp data. 13 it gets printed. Then I'll move to next node. So temp equals to temp next, 500 next is 0. So I'll update it to 0 and it points to next node, but no node is after this. So that's why I'm writing this loop while temp not equals to 0. See, now temp is 0, so you are stopping here. You are not displaying any elements because no node is present after that. So see here, now if temp is 0, now temp is 0, so it does not enter into this condition. It does not print the data. Now you have printed all the data, so that's why I'm writing while temp not equals to 0. This is how you should display all the elements present in the linked list. That's all for today, and thank you. If you feel my teaching is good, then like my video, and if you have any doubts or if you want to give any suggestion, then comment on my video and share my video, and don't forget to subscribe my video. Thank you.